So my name's Jude. I'm here today with Nicola Peel. Nicola is an environmentalist. She's a speaker. She's an activist. And in chatting to Nicola before we went live, she asked a very good question. Why aren't we all environmentalists? So Nicola, welcome. And tell us a little bit, please, about how you got into this environmental work and why aren't we all environmentalists?
Well, I've actually changed my job title. I don't call myself an environmentalist anymore. I'm a solutionist. So my interest is not on the environmental problems that we face. In fact, it's the solutions, and they are all around us. And we just are not asking the right questions and looking to nature for the answers. So yes, my work has always really been focused on social and environmental solutions to environmental problems. And so I've spent 20 years working in the Ecuadorian Amazon and initiating a number of projects down there.
And tell us a little bit about some of them. It's amazing the way you transform waste into useful things with your eco bricks, for instance, and fresh water. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I first went down to Ecuador, I didn't realize the contamination that I was going to discover, that actually it's one of the worst places for oil spills on the planet, in the Amazon itself, and that it's the indigenous children that are so sick. And so it's like, well, okay, I can't just come as a tourist, witness this and then walk away. These people need water. And so I was the first person in the Amazon to actually build rainwater systems, you know, where in the rainforest there's plenty of rain, but they always collect it from the streams and the rivers. So I started a project where I every year have built, you know, around about 20 to 25 families a year, rainwater systems, the families that are, you know, financially most in need and living closest to the contamination. So I've built over 200 families, water systems.
Wow.
So on one side, that was a real practical, these people need water, they've got to stop drinking the stream water. And on the other side, I brought together a team of scientists from around the world that worked on mycoremediation, the use of fungi, also bacteria and plants, to remediate contaminated land. So I founded the Amazon Mycorenewal Project. And so we worked also alongside, okay, we have this huge amount of contamination with nearly 1,000 toxic pits in the Amazon jungle, and we need to clean them up. We need to find the solutions so that we don't just leave them there. So I started that project as well. And then the Eco Bricks was another project which I would come into villages where there was a lot of rubbish. And I learned that if you put all the plastic into a bottle, make a brick, you can then build. And I've built lots of benches, but I've also built a restaurant out of 3,200 eco bricks, and have inspired the building also of a school and a health centre. So, but, you know, then I'd come here and people were like, oh, well, let's all build with eco bricks in England. And it's like, well, actually in England, we can recycle plastic, and, you know, we don't need to have the rubbish that in many countries they either fire, they burn it, or water, they throw it in the rivers, and that takes it away. If you don't have a rubbish man, what do you do with it? So building is a solution. So that's really been, you know, why I'm a solutionist. It's like, actually, let's not just look at the problems. Let's find a solution that is really practical and makes a difference.
Fabulous. I think that's fabulous. And I love that term solutionist. It takes the focus completely away from we have a problem onto let's do something about it. I think that's fabulous. And you've kindly agreed to be the anchor person for all 4 of our Elements workshops, which is great. And I'm really excited about that. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be focusing on at the Earth workshop, which is on Sunday, the 3rd of October, 2021, for those who are watching. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I have worked for a long time with the elements, and it's been something that sustained me. Many people have said, how for 20 years have you been, you know, a full-on activist and not burnt out? And that has been through my work with the elements. So what I want to share is what's helped me, and hopefully, you know, we can all together really gain something from, you know, working deeply with the earth. So I'd like to lead us on a mini vision quest, which will be, around about an hour and a half of where we go out into nature and we take time with a question to find objects around us to help us with whatever question we currently are working with. So giving time to just be and observe nature, be in stillness, is something we often don't take time to do. So, one part would be the vision quest. Another is, leading meditation so that we can actually really start to, feel it in a physical way, the earth, and using our senses. And also, obviously, talking a little bit about my work, what I've done, and so that you can see that often people say, oh, one person can't make a difference. And, I'd like to show you, well, I'm one little person and I've made a difference. And so who are you and how can you make a difference? And it's about finding, what our personal calling is and how we can all be a part of the change and how we can all be solutionists.
I think that sounds absolutely fabulous. I am personally looking forward to it enormously. And you came up with a sentence a little while ago before we were on air saying, you're so heavenly wise, you're no earthly good. And I love that, because it is the balance, but saying, yes, we need to be aware of the spiritual aspects of all of this, but actually we do live here. We are human beings, doings. We have to get that balance right. And the other speaker with you will be Richard Crichmore, and he's going to be talking about earth energies and geomancy and water divining and so on. And I think it's going to be a lovely balance. So I am really looking forward to that. So let's do a few of the facts and figures about it. It is Sunday, the 3rd of October. It's at a beautiful venue called Yew Lodge, which is on the Surrey-Sussex borders. It's set in 10 acres of grounds. So there are lawns, there are bushes, there are woodlands where this lovely vision quest is going to be. And it's £80 for the day, which includes a lovely lunch and all of that. And you can get full information on the website of Indigo Umbrella, which is www.indigoumbrella.co.uk. Everything is there. Nicola, thank you for your time. Is there anything that we haven't covered? Is there anything that we need to include at the end?
No, I think we just need to expect the unexpected and look to nature to start asking the right questions.
I think that's absolutely right. I think that's absolutely right. Now, then, let's just say thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you on the day, if not before. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.
Thank you.